to ask what is happening, what is wrong. Even youth football, we can't dominate in Africa anymore. Hell, we cannot even win in West Africa because this was a WAFU tournament and we lost 1-0 yesterday. The Golden Eagles, the World Golden Eagles, the best team in the history of under 17. We were unable to beat Cote d'Ivoire. And let's also not forget that this is not even, nothing is really coming out of this tournament because after it all, they've already cancelled the under-17 World Cup. So when we had the under-20 WAFU B competition, the Flying Eagles failed to win any match in that competition, and they just had one draw and lost one, and we're hoping for Ghana to beat Cote d'Ivoire, and the whole thing didn't work out. And if that competition had also not been cancelled, then it means that the Flying Eagles would not even have qualified for the World Cup because they didn't even qualify for the African Under-20 Cup of Nations. Then we have the Golden Eagles now just playing this competition, even though the whole tournament has been cancelled as the World Cup. But CAF just felt, okay, let our team still go on to play. They played yesterday against Cote d'Ivoire and they lost 1-0. I think that goal was scored in the 75th minute. And now we're hoping that they get to beat Ghana just the way it was with the Flying Eagles. So if they beat Ghana in their next game, then they will qualify for the semi-final. And if they don't, then we'll start doing permutations again, hoping that Cote d'Ivoire will help us to beat Ghana by a certain number of goals. So it's just funny what's happening with Nigerian football. And Enyimba, well, the most successful club side in Nigeria, yesterday they won, but it wasn't good enough. You know that in competitions like this, nobody wins after one match. So even if you get a victory, you've got to compute the result from the first match, then add everything together. That's what would tell you whether you advance or not. And yesterday, although Enyimba International won 2-1 against El Merreikh, it was not good enough. They lost the first leg 3-0. That means that El Merreikh advanced 4-2 on aggregate. But for Enyimba, the competition, well, the CAF Champions League competition is gone. They can't win it for the third time this season, but they get to play in the CAF Confederation Cup. So they are dropping to the CAF Confederation Cup. Hopefully they will be joining Rivers United. Rivers United, 2-0 winners against Bloemfontein Celtic from the first leg. The second leg wasn't played because of COVID. They said they are going to move it to another date. So when that match is played, we will tell you what the situation is. But Enyimba have crashed out of the CAF Champions League, so they will be dropping to the CAF Confederation Cup. Last night in Manchester, we saw the Battle of Manchester, and it was the Citizens who advanced, absolutely dominant against Manchester United. They won that encounter 2-0, so they are through to the final of the Carabao Cup, where they will be taking on Tottenham Hotspur. So it's going to be Jose Mourinho versus Pep Guardiola once again. Good morning, welcome to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 92.7 KFM Benin City. My name is Aliu Ibrahim, but they call me the Sports Ibracadabra because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. Agosa Igbekan, the sports maestro, joins me on the show this morning. Agosa, let's begin from home. Edo Queens were in action against Sunshine Queens. They did not win, but hell, they didn't lose. They got 1 point away from home, a goalless draw versus Sunshine Queens.
Well, not a disappointing result to me, but I would have expected them to win that game due to the confidence that they've got in camp. But playing away from home sometimes is not really easy, and if you look at it, they were the only one that got a draw in the games that we played yesterday. That tells you how tough that match was. Yes, they did not concede, they were not able to score, but so far 2 wins, 2 draws. Well, I hope the next game they have to win that game so that they can be in a better place on the table, because right now they are third on the table, which is not really nice, though we've got some matches to play. And I think I have to give them credit, because so far they are unbeaten this season after 4 games. We've seen many losing their first 2, sometimes 3 games in the season, but hey, this is Edo Queens. Yes, 1 draw away against Rivers Angels, they 1 away against Sunshine Queens, and they've also got 2
Rivers Angels draw was at home.
At home at the Summer Buddha Stadium. Then yesterday, then the 2 victories against Dream Stars and I think Delta Queens in their very first game. So far so good. I think they've done well. 4 matches played, 8 points garnered, and they've got more matches to play. So I just hope that they keep on building like this, but we still hope they get more wins away from home and ensure that they win all their home matches. And like I said yesterday, if not that Rivers Angels were really strong, and they were one of those that have really dominated the Nigeria Women's Professional Football League, they would have been beaten. But so far so good. I think it's good. But if you want to win the title, come on, you don't have to have so many draws. You have to have so many wins and have few draws.
Yeah. It's got to be like Bayelsa Queens or FC Robo Queens. Yesterday, FC Robo Queens spanked Pelican Stars 5-1. 5-1, they won that encounter. Royal Queens, they were beaten. No, Royal Queens won against Ocean Babes 1-0. While Dream Stars ladies, they beat Ibom Angels 3-2. We already told you that Sunshine Queens and Edo Queens played out a goalless draw. That was the only draw of the matches that were played yesterday. Nasarawa Amazons, finally, they've got a win. They beat Delta Queens 1-0, while Bayelsa Queens defeated Confluence Queens 2-1. Rivers Angels is supposed to play against Abia Angels. We do not have the result yet. So, the way it is, Bayelsa Queens, these guys have been perfect. They've played 4 matches and they've won all 4. They got 12 points from their 4 matches, so they're only perfect side in the league so far. FC Robo Queens are second. They've played 4 matches. They've won 3 and lost 1, and so they are second on the table on 9 points. Edo Queens currently are third, and this is where sometimes we tell you it's better to lose 1 match and win 1 than to draw 2 matches. Yeah. Because if you look at what is happening right now, Edo Queens are third, even though they've not lost a game. But FC Robo Queens, who have lost 1 game, are second because they won 3. Yes, Edo Queens have won 2 and drawn 2. So it's better to win 1 and lose 1 than to draw 2 matches, because that gives you 2 points. But if you win 1 and you lose 1, you get 3 points. So a win is very, very important. Abia Angels are 4th right now. They've got 6 points from the 3 matches they've played. Delta Queens are 5th. They've got 4 points from their 6 matches. Rivers Angels have played a game less. In fact, they've played 2 games less than some others. They have just 3 matches that they've played, and they have 5 points. So you expect that by the time they play their outstanding games, they would go up the table. But as we told you, Nasarawa Amazons, after losing their first couple of games, they won yesterday. So they've got 4 points. They've lost 2, drawn 1, and won 1 now. Yes, Nasarawa Amazons have got they've got 3 points. 3 points from the 4 matches that they played. They lost 3, they won 1, so that gives them 3 points. But it has taken them off the bottom of the table. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with the others. Maybe when they play their own games, then we'll see exactly what is going to happen. So, but that is the situation. Edo Queens got a draw yesterday away from home, but it's really important that they should be going for all 3 points every time they play. No matter where they play, home or away, they should be gunning for 3 points.
Yeah, that's the way to go if you want to be a champion, and not that playing at home you win and you go away and say, okay, even if I get a point, it will not be enough, because we're seeing teams going away from home to win games. They've done that. They're proving that, okay, despite the fact that they are bigger than the Dream Stars, so to speak, but that doesn't really mean they can as well beat Sunshine Stars, even Rivers Angels, anybody, because of what they've been promised this season and because of what they are expecting when it comes to the CAF Women's Champions League. So I think it's a debut for Africa this year, but I want Edo Queens to be part of that historic competition. For me, it's going to be really, really massive, and it's going to really, really help them, to showcase their talents, to everyone to see, because playing in the Champions League will give opportunity for many scouts to come around and do their session and all that. So a whole lot is expected, but I hope their next game we should be at Samuel Gbemdia Stadium. If not that, the COVID-19 second wave that has been that is threatening the sporting activities right now, I think if we have full house for Edo Queens, from what we've seen of them, they have what it is to. They're a free scoring side, despite that They scored just one against Rivers, and yesterday they couldn't score. But if they are in their full elements, they can score as many as 3, 4, 5 goals. So we expect the fans to give them some support whenever they play at home, because we want to push them to ensure that, yes, they are having the backup of both the state government and the Edo people in order for them to go ahead to do very well. Well, it's still 4 matches played so far, but in their next game, honestly, I just want to see them winning, and if the other results go their way, they could be in the second position. But so far, they should emulate Bayelsa Queens 4/4. That is what we should be talking about then.
Okay, so that is the situation. The Queens getting a draw yesterday. They are third on the table, unbeaten in 4 games, 1-2, and they have also drawn 2. All right, let's go on this break. We'll be right back.
Hello! This is a public announcement to our dear customer them. As NCC don't talk, MTN go start to link your national identification number, NIN, to the information where you provide during your SIM registration to help join your NIN number to your MTN number. You fit do it through 2 easy ways. Make you log on to my MTN app or dial *785*NIN#. If you not get national identification number, make you visit this website www.nimc.gov.ng to find the nearest registration center where they near you. If you don't register for NIN before but forget the NIN number, dial *346# with the phone number where you take register for NIN. We no one disconnect you. Thank you for your patience and cooperation.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Now success everybody they see. Nobody was there when the journey started. When you had to kill your sleep and sometimes break down with pains, aches and fever. But success lies at the other end of pain. And as a Naija born and bred, we know they carry last. Push through pain with Emzor paracetamol. Then stare pain in the face and say, not today.
For aches, pains, and fever, trust Emzor paracetamol. If symptoms persist after 2 days, please see a doctor.
Honey?
Yes, dear.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to spoiled food. I think it's about time we go solar.
How?
With Vertical Solar, we can have all our appliances and electronics powered by solar, and they allow us to pay small. We can pay installmentally with as low as 36,000 naira monthly. Spread across 12 months.
Tell me more.
I know you like the idea of paying small. Vertical Solar range of products can power all household devices, including air conditioners and water pumps.
What are the benefits of solar power?
We are talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, no more spending on generator, and no more generator noise.
I see. But how can I locate Vertical Solar?
Head now to 28 Country Home Metal Road off Ajib Junction, Sapele Road, Benin City, or Blossom Mall beside Stop to Shop stores, DBS Road, Asaba. Or you can call them on 0816-170-1105 or 0703-623-4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
Of the land, the founding fathers of labor, and our time to serve is now. The glory of the new Edo nation will forever be our.
Welcome back to Sports Fiesta live on 90.7 KFM Benin City with Mr. Ali Ibrahim, the Sports Abracadabra, and Negosa Agbekan, the Sports Maestro. Okay, Nigerian football is it at a crossroads at the moment. The Super Eagles didn't win any match in 2020, including playing 2 draws, really diabolical results against Sierra Leone. And then the Flying Eagles, went to the WAFU B competition, and it was just a disaster. So now the Golden Eaglets of Nigeria, they are, in Togo playing in the WAFU B competition, and it's not been pleasant at all. The first, at least their first match, they played against Cote d'Ivoire, and that match ended in a 1-0 victory for the Baby Elephants.
Well, the disappointing result once again. Like I said, the time we dominated, I think it has passed, because from what we are seeing right now from last year, I think others are beginning to see, okay, we can match them toe-to-toe if we really play very well and prepare very well. Yesterday, after a goalless first half, 40 minutes from regulation time, when I saw the scoreline, I was like, well, maybe they could come back. But at the end of the day, that was how it ended. Now we have to go and beat Ghana to to stand a chance. Well, Fatah Mo has a whole lot to do, although no World Cup involved. But even if you don't have World Cup involved, you should prove that you are prepared. Anytime, any day, tournament, is scheduled to hold, then you know your guys are ready. The way it is right now, I think the guys, their confidence is really down right now, and I hope that against Ghana they are going to win that game, because if they don't win, then we'll start looking at it again. How are we going to get the squad that will replicate what the likes of Victor Osimhen and his colleagues did last time out, and other set of the under 17 who have been dominating the age football. But it's a new year. Let's just hope that this year will bring something good for us, even if they start on a poor. But their next game, we have to see the reaction from the performers and the results. That will determine where they will get to. As far as
look, there is no excuse for a Nigerian underage team performing poorly.
But there are so many.
The array of talents that we have in this country. If you cannot get a team that is good enough to dominate in West Africa, we're not even talking about Africa, in West Africa, then it's either that the coaches that you entrust with this job, they don't know what they are doing, or you have to find a way to convince me that suddenly football has left Nigerian youngsters. Because I grew up in this country. I've lived all my life in this country. So it's something that I see. And I insist that in every little corner in Nigeria, you have so many young boys and girls playing football. And if you know what you are doing, you should be able to put together a team every year. Every year, you should be able to have a Nigerian under 17, Nigerian under 20, Nigerian under 23 that will, whether for the men or women, have absolutely no problems qualifying from West Africa. Let's not even talk about Africa. But I will tell you that, look, Nigeria should not have any problem getting to at least the semi-final of the under 17, under 20 World Cup, and also for the under 23. We should have absolutely no problems qualifying for the Olympic Games based on the reality that I see, that it's there for everybody to see. If you are prepared to open your eyes, if you are prepared to go out on the street and see the talents that we have. Seriously, we can say whatever we want to say, but look, we should not. It should not even be a topic of discussion that Nigeria, okay, can we qualify from a WAFU competition? Really?
We should be asking all these questions. We should be
in football, not rugby.
We should be going there with the mindset of, okay, let's go and add this to our trophy collection. And if there's no trophy to be won, okay, let's go and take the first position and just return home. Because we've seen coaches being recycled in Nigerian football. I don't know why it's like that. If a coach does not do well in this first assignment and second assignment, I don't know the reason why that same coach will still be in Nigerian football setup. But all the same, the boys could be good. It all depends on the technical crew, or maybe there's a way that the team was formed, because sometimes we have to see we see people giving letters, to coaches.
Exactly. That is the problem. How do they select these teams? How do they most of the time when they say they are doing screening for golden, it's just in Abuja. Most of the times that's what they do. Do they really go around the country, or is there a system in place to say, okay, every state we want the best under 17, and then we'll now come together and select? Or the coaches would, even if they cannot physically go around the 36 states and Abuja, at least have experts, have local coaches that will go somewhere.
Each state can bring 3 players.
If you say state bring 3 players, you know how we do things. The Nigerian factor will come in. People will put their own persons there and all that. But at least there should be a system where you go around and you select players. Look, I know that the size of a country does not necessarily mean that everybody will be good in sports. Otherwise, China and India will absolutely dominate sporting activities in the world. But we know that China is not that good in football. India is not excellent in football. The Americans, I think they are the 4th largest country in the world. It's only women's football that they've absolutely dominated. But we know that in Nigeria, for instance, we've got so much talent. And if you are serious about it, you should be able to consistently produce world-class footballers at under 17 and under 20 level.
Okay, just look at the Okonofa Foundation you went to cover the other time. You talk about a particular player. Look at the Benin Insurance team promoting a feeder team into the senior team because of what they've been able to do. So if we are really doing what is right, say okay, let's put up a system whereby every state will produce under 17 players, maybe a first 11, then put them together. Then you have so many to choose from.
You see the Channels Kids Cup.
Yeah,
we have that competition in Nigeria. So I am baffled. My head is boiling. I'm like, why can't our coaches, why don't you go to competitions like this? You have private organizations who are even organizing these competitions.
And it's a opportunity for you to go and
just go there and select players. Then you have the Okonofa football competition that we do here. And that's why I boasted and said, look, if I have the opportunity in Edo State alone, look, even Benin City alone, I will not even go to Ekpoma. I will not go to Auchi. Benin City alone, I swear, I will produce a team for Nigeria that will not have any problem beating teams at a WAFU tournament. And we are talking about just one small area of a small state. We've not gone to Kaduna. We've not gone to Kano. We've not gone to Lagos. We've not gone to all of these areas. And you're telling me that you cannot get another 17 team that will not have a problem qualifying. I really don't understand it. So I think Nigerian football really, we've got to take this really, really serious. Because in the past, even though when we were having problems, we didn't have issues with the under 17. No. So when you now start having problems, when you cannot even qualify for a WAFU tournament, we are not talking about CAF. That maybe people do not understand how upsetting this could be. This is not even CAF. It's not like this is the African competition. This is a regional. This is not even the confederation that we're talking about. And Nigeria is struggling. The last time at the under 20 level, we could not even qualify from a WAFU competition. So we did not make CAF. And because if you did not make the CAF competition, then you have no ticket to the FIFA competition. And the same thing is happening again. Just a couple of months later, it's happening again at the under 17 level. It's annoying. No, it's something is fundamentally wrong.
What is
and the NFF, they have got to really turn things around, because in the past, even if we had problems with administration, whatever you say, you know that Nigeria will not struggle to qualify for an under 17 competition. Then the problem might be that, okay, because of some discrepancy, Nigeria was disqualified or something, or people forgot passport somewhere. We've done that in this country. That's usually the excuse, but not that on the pitch of play, our players are so poor that they will lose their qualifying matches, that they can't even make it to the continental competition. It's just appalling. Anyway, that's for the national team. The Golden Eagles lost yesterday to Cote d'Ivoire 1-0. Their next game will be against eternal rivals Ghana. So let's see what they will be able to achieve in that competition. Then club football, AIMA International, Nigeria's most successful club side. Yesterday, they beat El Merreikh 2-1, but it wasn't good enough. They failed to qualify for the group stages of the CAF Champions League. So they crashed to the CAF Confederation Cup.
Like I said before, it was a high battle for them, honestly. Not that it was impossible, but the fact that they were trailing, that I don't understand how they started, because when I saw the scoreline, it was El Merreikh that scored first before AIMA level. Once you find yourself in that kind of situation where following the first leg results, you lost 3-0. Now you are trailing 4-0. How will you score 4 goals? Even if it's a primary school team that you are playing, it's not going to be easy. So by the time they equalized, I was like, wow, Vitambama again, I've been able to get equalizing goal for them. Let me see how they'll end up. But the fact that they were not beating home and away, I think let's just give them a little credit, but they should have been the one qualifying for the group stages of the CAF Champions League. Really disappointing that AIMA International, the scoreline in the first leg, was really too much for them. So yesterday they got it 2-1 with 4-2 on aggregate. Disappointing to me, honestly, because this is the second tier of the CAF biggest tournaments. So we expected them to be in the CAF Champions League. But let's see if this will be a blessing in disguise for them, because they've won that 2 times. But if they can go ahead to win this, I'll give them thumbs up. But they shouldn't be making the mistakes that they've made in the first game. They lost 3-0, then they came here and we are trailing 1-0. Come on, what was wrong with the defense? Was it that their confidence was so low, or they did not believe in themselves? So many questions to ask. But all the same, I think it will be better for them to play in the CAF Confederations Cup than not playing at all. So let's see how they'll fare now that they have crashed down to the CAF Confederations Cup.
Okay, there were other matches played there. Gor Mahia and CR Belouizdad played, and it was CR Belouizdad who advanced. They won the second leg 2-1, so they advanced 8-1 on aggregate. We also had Al Hilal Omdurman. They're supposed to play against Asante Kotoko, but that match was postponed. Then TP Mazembe, they beat AS Bowengwidi 2-1, and they advanced 4-2 on aggregates. Where have the other scores?
Okay.
Esperance played against Al Ahly Benghazi, and it was Esperance who won that encounter 3-2, and they advanced 3-2 on aggregates. Okay. Simba played against FC Platinum. Simba won 4-0, advancing 4-1 on aggregates.
Yeah, that was a fantastic one for Simba, because they lost the first leg, and the second leg it was a thrashing for their opponent, which gave them that ticket to the next stage. We also had a couple of other matches here where
Horoya played against Wrestling Club and Abidjan, and Horoya won 1-0, and they advanced 2-1 on aggregates. Petro Atletico took on Kanai FC. Petro Atletico won 1-0 and 2-1 on aggregate. Wydad Casablanca beat Stade Malien 3-0, and that gave them a 3-1 aggregate win. Yeah, so that is the situation. In the CAF Confederation Cup, as we told you, Rivers United, their game, they said is going to be played at a later date. But we had other matches. SIFC took on Tihad Casablanca, and that match ended 1-1. Tihad Casablanca advancing 5-1 on aggregate. So you see these Moroccan sides bringing new clubs in competitions, and they are doing very well. KCCAFC, they took on AS Kigali, and they won that match. KCCA won 3-1 on the night, and that's the match ended 3-3 on aggregate.
Maybe because they scored more goals at home. I don't understand how this way. Because Kigali scored 2 and they did not concede, but
no. If Kigali won the first leg 2-0, yeah. So this means that Kigali advanced on the away goal.
Because they scored the away goal.
Yes, yeah, they got the away goal. So 3-3 on aggregate, but Kigali advanced.
Monastir of Tunisia were in action. They beat Ali of Tripoli 2-0, and they draw goalless because the first leg ended 2-0 in favor of Monastir, but yesterday's game ended goalless, and it was the Monastir that progressed following the 2-0 aggregate win. Then we had Al Hilal Obaid. Was this on Tuesday? I guess so. Taking on Namungo, and on aggregate it was Namungo progressed 5-3 on aggregates. We had trying to get Tuesday's Wednesday's matches.
RS Berkane played against Tevrag Zena, and RS Berkane won 2-0, and that was the aggregate scoreline.
Yeah, San Pedro were in action. They were beaten by Jaraf of Senegal 2-1. On aggregate, it ended 2-2. San Pedro won the first leg 1-0, and they scored the away goal. So San Pedro will progress following the away goal. Elsewhere, we had talking about the SI and the TS Casablanca, which favored Casablanca following the 5-1 aggregate win.
Okay, so that's what's happen in the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederation Cup. For Nigeria, it seems we will now have 2 teams playing in the CAF Confederation Cup. We hope that they will do well, advance, and maybe get to the final. It would be an all-Nigerian final. And either Imba or Rivers United will be crowned Confederations Cup kings. We hope so.
We thought the North African teams. Come on.
Well, nothing says you can't dream, so we should hope so. All right, let's move on to Europe now. We saw the second semi-final of the Carabao Cup last night. Manchester United versus Manchester City. I recall Fred calling us and telling us they will definitely win. I said it yesterday. I said it when many of you were like.
But no, when you have COVID-19 ravaging the side and the side is being
didn't that side ravaged by COVID-19? Did they not take Chelsea to the cleaners?
Yeah.
I told you the Manchester City that I saw against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, that doesn't look like a team that will lose to Manchester United. And that's what happened yesterday. Yes,
playing guys out of position, and they were all doing very well. Look at Fernandinho, look at Sterling. Even Kevin De Bruyne also played as a first night yesterday. And at the end of the day, look at what they did. He hit the post. John Stones scoring, and also Fernandinho, where you expect the attackers, to go out there and score goals for them. But they were not. They couldn't play the game because of COVID-19. But here you have other guys, Zinchenko, Phil Foden. Come on, United.
That is how you know a very good side. They've got strength in depth. So even if first team players are not playing, you should be able to step up. But you have some other teams, once a couple of players are not available, then the team collapses and they will say, oh, it is because this guy has been out for a long time. It's because this player is injured. As a squad, yes, you have first team regulars, and you know that if those guys had been available, if they had not suffered from COVID, they would have played. They would have started. So you know that these guys are regulars. You know that these guys are regular players. But you should. How you know how good a squad is by the strength of those who will be on the bench. When you look at the bench and you feel, wow, even if these guys, these first team players are not available, these other guys can step in and just.
I'm really surprised.
Do very well.
I said that Pogba.
Yeah, but I think it's more than just having a good squad, because they have, even when they didn't have COVID-19 issues, Manchester City struggled at some point this season, but they have now hit form. That's just the thing. They have hit form, and I think they are ready. We should seriously consider them to be title contenders. They are in the picture, because if they win their standing games, they will even go past Liverpool in the Premier League. So Manchester City are back, and the manager said, well, they had to make a statement. They had to really tell everybody that they are back. And you know that they recently lost someone that they call the king. Well, they have someone that you could call the new king in Kevin De Bruyne, who is playing as a false number 9, but he also did well. But Colin Bell, someone who used to be their star player, Pep Guardiola felt that they had to honor him in a proper way, and that's why they came all out and dismantled Manchester United.
Yeah, that was enough motivation for them to go all out, because he was a star player for them. He did well for Manchester City and he won trophies with them. And right now, they are on the verge of equaling what Liverpool has done, winning 4 League Cup titles in a row, if they're able to beat Jose Mourinho's Tottenham Hotspur in the final. So for me, and I'm sure Pep Guardiola must have looked at that and said, okay, yes, if Liverpool can do it 4 times in a row, we can also do it. But if Jose, looking at the final, I just want to see how that final will look like. Remember the last time Jose won the Copa del Rey, denied Barcelona a treble in 2011 with Real Madrid. And ever since, I don't think he has met Pep Guardiola in the cup final. But this time around, they are going to be facing each other. And well, the better team will win, because they are 2 great managers and they know how to win trophies, and they've done that.
On current form, you've got to give it to Manchester City. But
if you look at Tottenham Hotspur, kind of the partnership between Son and Harry Kane is enough to destroy.
But that is the main thing with Tottenham Hotspur. If you can stop Son and Harry Kane, you've stopped Manchester. You've stopped Tottenham Hotspur. Basically, that's mainly how they play. But with Manchester City now, you can see that even without out-and-out strikers, they've evolved a different style of playing, and you've got to make them the favorite. Manchester City are the favorite right now, but it doesn't mean that Tottenham Hotspur will not beat them. It can happen. Tottenham Hotspur, and I know Jose Mourinho absolutely in love with the Carabao Cup. He knows how to win this. But Pep Guardiola also has a rich pedigree in the Carabao Cup. Yeah. He knows how to win.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. He has won it 3 times. If you win it this time, if he wins rather, it will become 4 times in a row, just like Liverpool has done, way back. So it's possible that it could go on and beat Tottenham Hotspur. But Tottenham Hotspur, looking back at 2008, 13 years after, can we do this? And Jose Mourinho, the first opportunity. Okay, let me see if I can also make a statement here by winning a trophy, because wherever he goes, he wins the trophy. So for me, it's going to be tough. But like you said, I think I will agree. Tottenham, Manchester City, they are favourites going to this final, but anything can happen because it's a final. But all the same, it was a great performance from the yesterday. Manchester United lacked ideas, and they were just frustrated on the pitch with the kind of play they displayed yesterday.
Maybe now
4 semi-finals in 12 months.
Frank Lampard might be feeling a bit better, after that dismantling.
But even if Manchester United second on the table right now, still value them more than what Frank Lampard has been able to do with Chelsea. Come on, Lampard still needs to learn the rope, still needs to do some certain things. Honestly, he's really stubborn. That's why he's having his problems. He's stubborn. You play out of position, you are not getting results, still continue to play. Come on, it doesn't work that way. So you should have a routine.
We're supposed to have this FA Cup game, and what is happening right now? It means that Wayne Rooney and Derby County, they've become the first team to miss the FA Cup tie. Their first team will not be playing, so they are going to miss Saturday's 3rd round FA Cup tie at Chorley following coronavirus outbreak, which closed their training ground on Monday. So it means that the team that will play the game at Victory Park, they will be made up of their under 20, under 23, and under 18 players. Under 23 coach Pat Leons and Gary Boyer, they will likely take charge. So Wayne Rooney will not be attending that match. His first team players will also not be playing.
It's as a result of COVID-19. However, the match will still go on, and those that are in under 3 coaches, Pat Leons and Gary Boyer, are likely to take charge. So for me, it's better for them to take charge because COVID-19 has really caused a whole lot. So everyone has to be very careful at this time. Even if you have to play behind closed doors, obey and do that because of what is on ground. So I hope the things will be okay for them, so that the first team and also Wayne Rooney is the manager right now will be able to do their perform their duties on the pitch.
All right, so that's the situation. There was so much on football last night. Let's
French Ligue 1.
Yeah, let's look at the results of the matches that were playing. Lionel Messi scored 2 goals.
Yeah, the only game that was played in the Spanish La Liga Santander yesterday, and that propelled them to 3rd spot. Yes, he got 2 goals in that game, and they were able to beat Athletic Bilbao 3 goals to 2. So that was what happened yesterday. Right now they are 3rd on 31 points. From 17 matches, 5 behind Real Madrid and 7 behind Atletico Madrid. And there were other cup matches yesterday where Atletico Madrid, who are leading right now, were stunned by a 3rd-tier side, Cornella. They beat Atletico Madrid 1-0 and knocked them out of the round of 32 of the Copa del Rey. Elsewhere, La Nucia at home were beaten by Elche 1-0. Numancia lost to Almeria 2-1. Portugalete at home we were beaten by Levante 2-1. UD Socolamos at home lost to Leganes 2-0. Cultural Leonesa we were beaten at home by visiting Granada 2-1 after extra time, while Aro Deportivo lost 3-1 to visiting Rayo Vallecano. Elsewhere, Motivera we were beaten 3-1 rather by Real Betis. Navalcarnero and Las Palmas traded tackles, and they were Las Palmas lost that game 1-0. Burgos FC at home we were beaten by Inform Espanyol 2-0, while Deportivo La Corona took on Alaves, and Alaves won that game 1-0. Lastly, Olot were beaten by Osasuna 3-0. That was what happened yesterday in this Copa del Rey in Spain. Then to the Italian Serie A, where Ronaldo was informed yesterday, he scored a goal and helped Juventus to end AC Milan's unbeaten run. They were the only team in Europe's top 5 leagues that we are unbeaten. But last night, that unbeaten record was turned by Juventus following that 3-1 away victory at the San Siro Stadium. Federico Chiesa scored 2 goals. Then
Ronaldo did
not score. No, it was McKennie who equalized for them before Chiesa. Yeah, Ronaldo was not on the among the goals. So that was what happened yesterday. They won that game 3-1 away from home. And we had other matches yesterday. Crotone at home were hammered by AS Roma 3-1. Lazio beat Fiorentina 2-1. Sampdoria stunned Inter Milan 2-1. Sanchez missing the penalty in that game. Then we had Cagliari who at home were beaten by Benevento 2-1. Atalanta enjoyed a 3-0 win over Parma. Bologna and Udinese settled for a 2-2 draw, while Sassuolo defeated Genoa 2-1. Elsewhere, Hellas Verona and Torino settled for a 1-0 draw. Then Napoli were beaten by Spezia 2-1. Yeah, that is what happened in the Italian Serie A. AC Milan still top following that defeat, 37 points from 16 games. Inter Milan following that loss too. They are still second, 36 points from 16 games. Then AS Roma are now third with 33 points from 16 games, while Juventus are now fourth with 30 points from 15 games. So Juventus, if they get a win in their outstanding, they go to 33. But still trailing by 4 points and strength to AC Milan by 4 points. And 7 points right now, because there's no guarantee that they will win their outstanding. That is how it is in the Italian Serie A.
Okay.
Returning the French League on, where Mauricio Pochettino yesterday started on the
failed to win.
Yeah, he
got a draw.
Yeah, got a draw. It was Moiskin who rescued them from that that game. It was a Saint-Etienne that they played. That match ended 1-1. But in other results, we had Brest who defeated Nice 2-0. Lorient were hammered by AS Monaco 5-2. Metz and Bordeaux settled for a goalless draw. Nantes and Rennes also settled for a goalless draw. Strasbourg trashed Nimes 5-0. Lille at home were beaten by Angers 2-1. Then Lyon consolidated on their number 1 position by beating Lens 3-2. Olympique Marseille were also in action. They defeated Montpellier 3-1, while Reims and Dijon played out a goalless draw. That is what happened in the French Ligue 1. As we speak right now, Lyon are still top, 39 points from 18. PSG, following that draw, they've now moved to second spot, 36 from 18. Then Lille are now third, 36 from 18 matches.
All right, let's leave football for now. Let's go to the NBA and look at the results of the matches that were played last night.
Okay, the NBA matches that we had, Indiana Pacers took on Houston Rockets. It was the Pacers that won that game, 114 points to 107 points. Then we had Orlando Magic who took on Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Magic won 105 points to 94. Philadelphia 76ers also enjoyed the 141 points win over Washington Wizards, who got 136 points. Atlanta Hawks took on Charlotte Hornets, and the Hornets won 102 points to 94 points, while Miami Heat were beaten by Boston Celtics 107 points to 105 points. Okay. Looking at other results, New York Knicks took on Utah Jazz, and the Knicks won 112 points to 100 points. Milwaukee Bucks defeated Detroit Pistons 130 points to 115. New Orleans Pelicans took on Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Thunder won 111 to 110. Single points they won that game. Phoenix Suns beat Toronto Raptors 123 points to 115, while Golden State Warriors were beaten by LA Clippers 108 points to 101. And lastly, Sacramento Kings took on Chicago Bulls, and they beat the Bulls 128 to 124 points. Matches slated for tomorrow morning: Brooklyn Nets will take on Philadelphia 76ers. Memphis Grizzlies will take on Cleveland Cavaliers. Denver Nuggets versus Dallas Mavericks. LA Lakers will take on San Antonio Spurs, while Portland Trail Blazers will do battle with Minnesota Timberwolves.
How many times will LA Lakers play against San Antonio Spurs? It's going to be the third time in a couple of weeks, that they are meeting. So,
but they're in form right now. That's what's about Lakers. They are really in form. But they're not the ones.
They are in form, but they are not exactly blowing away their opponents. Last match was just a 2 points victory for them. Anyway, so we'll see what happens at the end of the day. All right, let's look at your text messages now. Some of them sent in yesterday. By the way, you can send your text messages to 080-7400-9076, 080-7400-9076. And please do not call the number. I don't know why people like calling it. Chelsea should have been on top of the league right now. I wish Lampard knows what he's doing. Liverpool haven't been at their best recently. Lampard should have been sacked now. He can't take Chelsea anywhere. Ernest from Sapele Road. Oga Ibrahim, all those thinking Mourinho will win the League Cup will be shocked when they will lose to Man U. It will shock them. Where is Inner Queens? So are they now Edo Queens? Good time from Sapele Road. Well, it be like saying, are you shocked because Man United did not even get to the Nigerian, did not even get to the League Cup final. It was Man City that advanced. Oga Ibrahim, good day to you guys. I've been trying to get through to you guys to thank you for the card I got. The question Francis asked me concerning Madrid winning with maximum 100 points. Thanks once more. I have not been able to listen to you guys. Anyways, I lost my dad December 22. Oh, so sorry about that. It's been a bad time throughout last year till now. So how is the transfer market going? Any news on Madrid signing Alaba? Mourinho will win 2 trophies this season. Eureka from Benin. Eureka, our hearts go out to you on the loss of your dad. We pray God grants you and your family the fortitude to bear the loss. Well, Alaba, there are strong rumors that he's going to Real Madrid, but for now, they've not signed him. Maybe it is going to be in the summer. We don't know just yet. So nothing really much concerning Real Madrid in this transfer window. Enrique and Pep were fortunate to have players like Messi and the greats to work with, while at Barca, winning a trophy at the early stage of their careers helped them. Lampard, Ole, Arteta, and Pirlo should be coaching championship sides. Insurance from Benin. Okay, well, we don't hear. Let's see. Okay, sorry, there are some other text messages that are not spot, so I'm trying to search through so that we give you only the spot ones. Okay, good morning. I said hello, good morning, sportsmen. My name is Hassan, texting from Lagos State. I wasn't quite surprised when the result was released that Manchester City defeated Manchester United away from home to seal their place in the final. They have just been brilliant this past few years. All the best to them in the final when they play against Tottenham Hotspur. Please, sirs, Barcelona's game last night, was it their outstanding game? Was it?
Yeah, that was the only game that was played, I'm sure.
Okay. But you need to check now by how many matches they've played. This one says, greetings, guys. I think we shouldn't feel entitled to our teams, national or clubs dominating in Africa anymore. What policy has the NFF put in place to ensure this dominance we all crave? Until we step up, I'm afraid the trend will continue. Neil Spice from Ubo. Well, but that's exactly what we're saying. That's part of our job. We need to hold them accountable and tell them, look, this is not working well the way it is. The way you even appoint people to oversee football, it's not working, because we've got the right to complain, to say let us do things differently. This one says, we only know about the talent we have in Nigeria, but don't know the talent other countries are having. There is nothing special in Nigerian football anymore. Well, you said anymore. It means there used to be something special about Nigerian football. Look, when you do analysis and punditry, it doesn't just come from thin air. You have to base what you're saying on certain realities. I mentioned India, I mentioned China. We know that if it is by population, those ones should be dominating. But they don't have the talent. In football, of course, they have in some other sports. In cricket, for instance, now Nigeria cannot compete with India because that is their number one sport. In gymnastics, in swimming, and in some other sports, you can't compete with China. We are not saying Nigeria should top the medals table at an Olympic Games, for instance. You don't even have the resources to do that. China has hosted the Olympic Games and they have topped the medals table. But we are talking about football, where you can see clearly that Nigeria has got comparative advantage. Brazil is not the most populous country in the world. But you know that when you are talking football, Brazil is number one, you know, over the years. Even if they do not win the World Cup, you know how well they will perform. Brazil has not failed to qualify for the World Cup. So these are the kind of things that we are talking about. And for only knowing the talent that we have in Nigeria, not knowing the talent that we have in other common, we may not know the look, to an extent we even know the talents that they have in Togo, in Cote d'Ivoire, in Ghana, in some of these other countries that we have in Africa. So by whatever parameter you judge, Nigeria should not be struggling. Look, I stressed it several times that Nigeria should not be struggling in West Africa. We are not even talking about Africa. I don't understand whether you guys don't see it from our perspective. This is a WAFU competition. WAFU is West African Football Union. That your Nigeria, the giant of Africa, is struggling to even make an impact in a regional tournament, not a continental tournament. We are not, but I am saying that even at the worst, I'm not saying Nigeria should win every under-17 World Cup that we participate in. No, but we should qualify for the World Cup. Should be the birthright of Nigeria.
And if we go on to do very well,
we should be semi-final, quarter-final. That's what we should be talking about. We've had good teams. Our team in 1989, I thought that team was the best team in the competition. But we only made the quarter-final. Sebastian Broderick was in charge. Sebastian, what are we saying? Go back to your history and check what's happening with Nigerian football. Sebastian Broderick went to the World Cup in 1985. He won it. He went to the World Cup in 1987. We got to the final, and we know what happened in that final. Nigeria was clearly cheated in that final. We should have won it. Went to the competition in 1989. He got to the quarterfinal, but that team did not concede a single goal throughout the competition. We didn't concede. We lost only on penalties to Saudi Arabia in the quarterfinal. So if it is like that, if you have a manager that you've sent to the competition 3 times, he wins it once, got to the final one, got to the quarterfinal once, and you can see the circumstances surrounding the performances of the team, then there is absolutely no problem with that. You can say, okay, you are making progress. But when you now have a situation where the coaches that you are even appointing, that you are giving the job, cannot even qualify from West Africa.
Yeah, tell me how you...
And people are saying it's okay, we should keep quiet.
Come on, it's not okay.
Because there are other countries have talent.
Even the likes of Sebastian you are talking about, they got their players from school competitions.
Please, let's blow the final whistle on this edition of the show.
It's not a mental issue. Tonight it was about a lack of quality compared to them. They deserve to win. We didn't have the margins with us. We considered our 2 set plays. We need to be better. That is the answer. Some practice, habits, and desire at times. Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer speaking after his side crashed out of the Carabao Cup, following a 2-0 semi-final defeat to Manchester City at Old Trafford last night. And that's the final whistle on Sports Fiesta this morning.
That's the package. We'll see you at 4 p.m. on a fresh edition of Sports Fiesta. I am Sally Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Agosa Aigbeka. Please stay tuned for KU News Updates. It's at 9 a.m. Bye-bye.
Daughters of the land, the king of the city is more.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service to homes and businesses. Service is currently available across Lagos and Benin. Visit us today at Wireless NG, 5 Ramaya, Ikenede Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City. or our marketing office, 70 Olowo Complex, Airport Road, Benin City. Or call 0807-887-9960 or 0703-672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
OneXBet don't land with big ogbonge odds and sharp cash out method. You will like sports. This now your big opportunity to make better money on top all your bets. Will be bigger. My Niger people, I beg, make una no sleep on this one. Make you rush now. Go visit our website on onexbet.ng. Don't forget to use the promo code BETNG and you go get 200% bonus on your first deposit. OneXBet, bet with day for everybody.
See for yourself, oh. This no be the one you go take on the ear here, oh. You must take your eyes see so that you self go enjoy waiting other people they enjoy. Uyi Technica, the generator headquarters where they make everybody enjoy generators of all sizes and models for affordable price. Whether not the small one for barber shop or I been a big Perkins generator for factory and big building. Uyi Technica, the place for generators, spare parts, grinding machine, pepper mill, and others. Mention the name and size of generator where you want. Bakam Uyi Technica get them. For the kind of money where they your pocket. Bakam Uyi Technica get them. Go take your eyes see for the generator headquarters. Uyi Technica.